Hi, this is Polly, and I've been making zipper bracelets, and I'm making one here for my friend, and this one, I've never made this color before. This is, I'd say a tan color, and I chose, instead of putting dangly charms on it, which you can't put many on these, but what I've chose to do, I'm trying to get a fuzzy off there. You can get it from the side of the bracelet. Is I chose to add some vintage buttons. And so I have a glass vintage button here, and then there's another vintage button. And they make cute bracelets. You know, when you wear it, these dangle off it. And it's just a lobster clasp. And you just, when you put it on, the lobster clasp just clips onto the zipper part. And there's your bracelet with your dangle on it. These are real simple to make. Zippers are quite expensive. Last time I looked, the zippers were like between, gosh, they were like, I didn't find a zipper cheaper than $7 at Joann's. Not the metal ones. And this is a 7.5 inch zipper. So, and I have extremely small wrists. They're just under 6 inches. So, what I do is, you get your zipper. I've already started this one. Here's a black and gold zipper. And what you do is you cut, this ribbon part is on both sides of your zipper because usually you're sewing it into something. What you do is you cut this off, and you cut it as close as you can to the metal part of the zipper. You just keep cutting all the way down to the end. And then what I do is I open the zipper because it makes it easier to get to this end part here rather than if it's closed. And you see here where it's got this left on it, and so you have to cut real good and get all that off because you don't want any of that to show. And you just keep going until you get it as close as you can to the zipper. And then you can take your lighter and you can burn you know, the stragglers off. And that burns it down. Well, it doesn't burn it down. What it does is it melts it. You want to do it around the zipper. Get all that gone as much as you can. Gotta be careful that it gets hot. So here's some stragglers. You just keep pulling that till they're all gone and you're as close as you can get, which I won't continue to do that because I won't bore you with that. Just burn them off. And then what you do is, at the end of your zippers, you have this piece here. I already cut it off and I shouldn't have. You have this piece here at the, you know, and you'll have part of the black ribbon on this part. You always cut this off, this end part. And you can, even though this is metal, you can get in between it and cut that off. And you want that off because your ribbon crimps, which are these, will go easier and crimp around the edge of this rather than if you left and cut this off and just left that metal at the end. It'll crimp better on the teeth. So like you cut that off. Then you take your crimp beads, which I have a hard time, not beads, ribbon crimps. I have a hard time finding them, so I buy the packages that have all different sizes in them. And they look like this. I'm showing you a larger one. They have teeth on it and they're open. You've probably all seen these. It has a little loop here. And that's what you connect your lobster claw onto with a jump ring. And what you do is you would stick, here's a smaller one. Let me grab, well, here's one with a crimp bead on it. This one's too big, I gotta take it off. And I will put this one on that I found. And what you do is you slip that on there, and you can put hot glue into it if you want to, in between it. And they're hard to work with because they're teeny. You can see that. Trying to keep it in there. As you crimp that, or you place it on there, and I'll show you with a big one. Once you have that on there, you will take your pliers, and you're going to use these, I call them long nose pliers. That's what I call them, long nose pliers. But they're flat inside. There isn't any ridges. It's smooth. Or the round nose pliers is what I guess you call them. And then once you have your zipper end in there, put these on. You put your pliers on there, crossed it, and you crimp it, and you close it real tight all the way across. But you're going to use, of course, the smaller one onto the zipper. And then it's closed. See how it's closed it? And you want to make sure you get it as tight as you can, because you don't want this coming off your bracelet. So there, now it's completely closed. And what you have is, there's my crimp on this bracelet right here. And then I have onto that little loop of the crimp bead, or the ribbon crimp, is I have a jump ring. You know, you have all different sizes. And I connected my lobster claw to that. And then I took a larger jump ring and I put on these two little buttons. And then I attached that onto the jump ring, onto the loop on the ribbon crimp. And they make cute bracelets. These aren't any type of bracelets that I think that you would want to sell at a craft fair. These are, people have been making these for a long time. I haven't made any in probably a good 10 years maybe. Excuse me. And once you make them for a friend, then she'll say, oh, I want this color, so you make another color. Oh, well, my daughter wants one, and my sister wants one. And then you find yourself making a lot of them. And, but they're expensive to make. So, to buy the zipper, just the zipper alone, you'd have to charge too much for these to get your money back at a craft fair. So you wouldn't, these aren't anything that you would sell at a craft fair because, you know, they would be too expensive to make. But they're cute, and if you pair it with a watch or other bracelets, they're really cute. This black one here, when I finish it, I'm going to take this crimp off and put a smaller one on. I just love, with black, a turquoise. So I'm going to be using this dangle or charm. So I'm going to have that hanging off the black one. And also, I think I have a silver wing that I'll be hanging off that too. And then that bracelet there with the turquoise and maybe a silver wing hanging from it would look so cute with a pair of jeans, a black t-shirt, tan pants, black t-shirt, anything. You can do any color you want. These zippers come in black and pink and purple and blue, every color you want. And they're so simple to make. So I just wanted to share this cute bracelet that I made. And this may be the first time I actually used, I wouldn't even call these vintage buttons. I think they're antique. This one is totally glass. Even the shank on it's glass. And this one. So I thought this was a real cute one. And so that's one bracelet I made for a friend. I have a friend that's into skulls. So she might be getting a gold one. And maybe with, I'll take one of these skulls. I got these, I think, at Michael's. And they're beads. So I'll have to make a, I'll have to take an eye pin and make a little charm. And that could hang off this with, you know, another little bead. And that would be a cute bracelet for her. And I got these. One's two. And, I don't know, maybe that with this. I don't know if they're too big. We'll see. Because you can see this zipper here is quite larger than this zipper. So it's possible I'll be able to do a little bit more of a dangle on this actual bracelet here. So I don't know. I think my other friend, she's my edgy friend. I think I'm going to do this gold one. I have the jump rings. I have the lobster claws. I'm finding a hard time finding ribbon crimps. And it's going to be even harder to find them in gold. I will. So I think I also have this bracelet here that I haven't done yet. And you see where this, it's a leather bracelet, or pleather, I don't know, it's brown. But you see on each end here, has a little lobster claw on both sides. So when you wear this bracelet, you can have something, you know, I can attach something here across here. Some beads or, you know, anything that I think, you know, will fit my friend. And I think this with maybe the gold, it's got black in it. But if I put black something and, you know, attached across this and some skulls and stuff for my edgy friend, I think that would look real cute together. So that's what I've been working on. I haven't done jewelry in a long, long time. And really, this isn't any major jewelry. I mean, it's just attaching some crimps, cutting some zippers up, and attaching a few little charms. And so I think this is a cute little bracelet. So I will send this off to my friend, and I hope she likes it. This particular friend, she likes vintage and things like that. So that's why I think this one's real cute for her, because of the buttons. But so that's my share today. Nothing major. I hope that it was helpful if you've never made one and you want to make one. If you have any questions, you can leave me, you know, any questions in the comment section below. But, you know, I don't see where, you know, they would be too hard to figure out. You will need a set of these pliers. They're different than the straight ones here. Straight, you know, rounded. These ones are curved a little bit. And these I use to open my jump rings. And I had a jewelry maker. She makes big time jewelry. One time tell me, although these could be a little bit expensive, invest in 2 of them. Because when you're opening a jump ring, let me get a large one here so I can show you. It's so much easier if you have 2 of these tools to actually open one. And it is. She was right. So I did invest in two. So, you know, I take a hold of it on both sides. And you just twist like that until it's opened. So it's all, and then to close it, you just twist it back until they meet up again. So it's always best to have two of these if you can. If you can't, you know, you can use, you know, one of these and possibly one of these, but it makes it a little bit harder. So to invest in two of these, it makes your life so much easier. So that's just my little share. And, you know, don't be afraid to, you know, burn off the edges and make it so that it looks nice and smooth, so that all you have is the zipper part. But how cute is that, to wear a zipper around your wrist with a couple dangles off it? So that's my project share. Nothing major, but something real cute. And so I hope she likes it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye now.